Duncan's retirement special. Duncan was cross. Late one afternoon, he had stopped to collect some picnickers by the lake and had run short of steam trying to start back up. "Not much longer now," said his fireman. "That's what you said 15 minutes ago," Duncan grumbled. The passengers were growing restless too. "We're going to miss our connection." "It's a guaranteed connection. Calm yourself." "Hush now," fussed the driver. "Look now, we're moving. Here we go, here we go." All that grumbling for nothing. When Duncan arrived back at the big station, Mr. Percival was not pleased. He stared at the clock. "Duncan, Duncan, Duncan," he frowned. "This is the third time this week you've been late. You're upsetting the passengers and disrupting the standard gauge engines who can't go anywhere because they have to wait for us." "You can say that again," muttered James to himself. "It ain't my fault. Didn't have enough steam is all. If you'd let us pace ourselves instead of being in such a rush, maybe I would have gotten here on time." "That's enough, Duncan," said Mr. Percival. "Go to your shed at once." "Yes, sir," Duncan groaned. Overworked. "Mr. Percival shouldn't be treating me like this. I get no rest." "Stow it, Duncan," sighed Sir Handel. "Never mind yourself. No one else gets any rest with you around." "I'll have you know I'm very tame with my complaints." "Oh, to Goddard with it. I'll admit, I'm no saint, but you are the worst. I'm overworked, Mr. Percival. Can I get some polish? Oh, my poor wheels ache so much." "It's nonsense." "You take that back," Duncan spat, and the two started bickering louder and louder. The other engines couldn't stand it. "How much longer are these two going to go on?" "I don't know. They never listen when they get like this." "I just tried to tune it out." The other engines groaned as the two continued to argue. They kept complaining, until Duke arrived, that is. "Oi, Falcon," Duke scolded. "What are you doing letting your anger get the better of you? You still haven't learned, I see. Shameful." Sir Handel looked down at his buffers and sighed. "I'm sorry, Grandpuff, but this one doesn't know when to." "Hush! Now you," Duke said to Duncan. "Aye? What do you want with me?" "Why must you be so horrid and angry all the time?" Duncan rolled his eyes. "You wouldn't get it," he groaned. "An old engine like you could never understand the struggles of a hard-working young engine like me. You should just retire when you have the chance." "Oh boy," sighed Sir Handel. "I don't know what this generation is coming to, but it's disgraceful. Young engines today have no respect." "Humph," Duke huffed, and he made his way back into the shed. The next day, Duncan was still upset. He shunted the trucks angrily.
"Hey, watch it! What's wrong with you?"
they fussed. "Pipe down, all of you," he said, and went back to biffing them into place. "I just don't know what's gotten into him," sighed Peterson to Scarloey. "He complains about being overworked, then makes the work harder on himself. I just don't understand." "I would be concerned if you did, because there is no reason," said Scarloey. Suddenly, Peter Sam had an idea.
"Excuse me, Scarloey. I must be going. Important train today."
"Take care." Soon, Peter Sam found Duke and told him everything. That sure would serve him right, Duke thought.
"Then it's settled then."
Soon, Peter Sam's train was nearly ready to leave. Suddenly, it happened. "Ooh," he groaned. "I don't feel well at all." His driver and fireman didn't have time to inspect him before it was time to go. "Perhaps Duke can take my train," Peter Sam suggested. "I don't know about this," said Duke. "I might be too old for such a long train. If only there was another engine that could help me." And indeed there was. A few minutes later, a quiet mumbling could be heard entering the station as Duncan fussed in, red in the face. "Overworked, overworked, overworked," he muttered under his breath as he backed down onto the train. "It's one train after another. Try to keep up, old-timer." Duke scoffed. Soon enough, the guard's whistle blew and the engines were off. The journey started smoothly enough. Duncan was bucketing along, and Duke was doing his best to keep up. But as they continued on, Duncan felt the chain of the coach behind him pulling back. "Keep it up, I said! Keep it up!" he grumbled. But Duke went slower and slower. He didn't come to a full stop. He was puffing just enough to keep the train moving. But Duncan was fuming. "We're in no hurry, we're in no hurry," said Duke from behind. Soon they reached the station. Passengers disembarked as others climbed on. When the whistle blew again, Duncan tried to shoot out of the station, but he forgot he was still coupled on to Duke and jerked hard on the chain. "Botheration!" he snapped as they started off. The rest of the journey wasn't much better. Duke was taking his sweet time, and Duncan was getting more and more agitated with every passing second. When they reached the next stop, Duncan was red in the face from all the straining. When the guard's whistle blew again, everything went downhill quite quickly. Duncan pulled, and Duncan strained, but this time, the chain wasn't holding him back. "Pistons and rods!" he wailed. "I'm off!" And he was. "What's the matter, youngster?" laughed Duke. "I thought you wanted to take things at a slower pace." After a while, Sir Handel arrived to take the train. He had a good laugh when he saw Duncan a steaming mess.
Say, what happened, Duncan? If you can't even handle a train with Grandpa's help, you might want to think about retirement, eh?
Duncan didn't say. He felt very foolish indeed. He had quite a lot to think about, as Duke pulled him home that evening.